stream or anything. No. Why are you?
All right.
Uh-oh.
By the way, we are live.
Hi.
Good time for selfies.
You can do that. That's fine. That's fine.
Let's take
We're
a selfie.
on it tonight,
Well done.
guys.
Yeah.
This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah. No. Capjack, you can do that, and I'll ask Than who he's playing tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm playing Krunk, the half-orc barbarian who likes to smash.
And Mitz.
I'm Denise, the half-elf druid, who also, well, no, I like to bite, actually.
Yeah.
And I'm Lucian, the tiefling warlock, and I like to, well, melt faces, apparently.
It looks like someone just resubscribed and gave the advantage to me.
Hey, look at that! Wow!
Nice.
Oh, very
That person's a jerk!
But thank you for subscribing.
Yes, thank you so much.
And
I know what you did.
Retweet.
Onosama-chan is currently...
Shogun.
Yes, that was me. Is off having a good relaxation this week because it's kind of a surprise that we do it twice in a row every once in a while. So, yeah. But we'll be good.
Yes,
I have a thing that I think might make this work. All right. And also I am Shogun. And I'm running this game, and I also run a couple others, or at least I tell them what's going on in the world. The players run this game mostly. All right, so
I am the captain now.
We've been the captain since the
silence.
beginning, Grunk.
who wants to re-describe the scenario that we left off on?
So, we walked into this hut, and there's this, like, hunched-over old mind flayer, and oh no, you're so mean, girl. And the mind flayer was all upset at us for coming in and wanting it to not enslave people and eat their brains, and, well, we're not taking to that. And then it threw off its cloak and stood up real nice tall, and it's a big buff mind flayer covered in gemstones, and oh hell.
He's not shit.
Yes.
No, he's rock. Give it a,
Like
give
I
it
said,
enough
he's
time,
not
it will be rock. That's true.
The one addendum to the situation is that Win ceases to be there
Rip.
and instead is replaced by a familiar female dark elf standing there with scimitar drawn and ready to fight by your side.
Hey, welcome back.
Oh. So you're right then.
For now, let's get this guy.
Excellent.
All right, let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Oh. Oh wow, good initiative today.
I'm gonna use Win to
You are
do
welcome.
their
21.
initiative.
Whoa.
We both critted.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
I hope that wasn't a waste of a
Let's-
crit. Oh wait,
right,
I have
it's-
20.
Oh boy, that was a bad roll.
Yes.
No, for
Oh,
the
wait.
dark elf.
Ooh.
No.
And then
Maybe?
also gonna add in the Geoflare and give this guy a turn and roll for him. And that was not so terrible, but not so great. That's it. Cool. And we set to descending. All right. So, Krunk, how do you start this fight?
Let's go. Take the Whispering Blade, and I go to a rage, and I attack.
Nice.
Yeah. There's only the one enemy, right? That he's
Correct.
the only.
He's the only guy.
Clicky. 23.
Are you reckless?
Mm,
Because else
I
you
didn't
shouldn't
say
have.
I was.
But you did roll with advantage.
I didn't mean to.
You can take it back right now if you want to. Before you roll anymore.
Fuck it, I'm reckless. I don't care. It's fine.
Okay.
Yay!
That's a hit. 23 is definitely a hit.
A kapow! 15 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then again,
All right.
this one is with advantage too? Or
Yep,
just
yep.
the first
It would
one?
be no. You get all of your melee attacks. Will have
It's been a long
advantage.
time. Oh, that was normal. So 21.
21 will do it. Yeah.
15
Another
more.
15. Nice.
And then my third one.
Or
Clicky.
you're
Yeah, I
doing
was-
a frenzy rage too.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And a 20 will hit.
Oh, yeah. 14.
14. Yes. So
I said, "Ka-ka, ka-ka, ka-ka."
44 damage is nice for an opening round.
I will pay for it later.
Denise, you're up.
Okay. If I cast Moonbeam, it has a 5-foot radius. Does that affect Than?
No.
Or-
Nope.
Okay.
That wouldn't. Here's my question. How does that spell work exactly? My main question is, how does it work? Isn't it like this column that comes from the sky?
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40 feet high cylinder centered on a point in range. So it doesn't come down from the sky. It's a 40 feet cylinder.
Okay. Just because I was like, there's a ceiling
roof?
to this build. Yeah, there's a roof to this building. But okay, no, yeah, then do that.
Excellent. Okay, so he has to make a saving throw against something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
So what kind is it?
It is a Constitution save, and it's against 15.
It passes, unfortunately. So that's still a half though.
Yes. So he takes
5. Because you dealt 11, cut in half, and we round down. So 5. Sweet. That's still good. Anything else with the rest of your turn?
Nope. I need to concentrate on that to keep it alive. So we're
Okay.
gonna keep that going.
He is going to react back with sort of a psychic feedback.
Oh, lovely.
If everyone would please make me and this is gonna be nice for you, either an intelligence save or a con save. Your choice.
Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
It's
well,
almost like we're
Do I
better
have
at one than
anything
the
for
other.
that?
My intelligence is actually higher for a save. So 23.
Don't remember.
Okay.
I don't have advantage on that. I can't remember. I don't think. I
No,
do.
you wouldn't. It's dexterity that you have advantage
Oh
on.
wow!
A 22 though will do. So a 23 intelligence save from Denise, a 21 from Lucian for his con save, and a 22 for Crunk. Very nice rolls. Yeah. And then the Dark Elf also succeeds at her test, so you all take no damage.
Hey.
However, you have been struck with a psychic attack. Denise, you have the option to strike back with the amulet.
Oh, that's right. And if I attack back, it's with intelligence, correct?
No. It would be, you would essentially be abandoning this battlefield to fight in a different battlefield.
I'm assuming you would lose Moonbeam if you did that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay for now.
Okay, that's totally
But
valid.
does that mean that it has to abandon this battlefield as well?
You guys have not
Does
used
it?
this item before.
We don't know. We don't know. He might be smart enough to be able to do both at the same time.
And now it is Lucian's turn.
How close are we all in this little hovel?
It's quite a tight little space. It's maybe like the whole thing is probably like 15 by 15, maybe. It's a small little hut.
Wow. We are like
Careful
on
not to
top
step
of
in
each
the
other.
moonbeam.
Yeah, no,
Guys.
it's this tiny
Man.
little hut. Yeah.
Well then.
So he's at one end of the hut, like back up against the wall, right?
Yeah. You can get a clean
Oh,
line
good.
of sight on him, but he is like right where you're standing. Crunk's right in the way. You could like step to the left a little bit and get line of sight, but Crunk's currently in the way. Oh, so Maddie Games has also resubscribed. Who gets
Hey,
that?
thanks, Maddie.
Who gets that advantage? Let me know, and we'll apply that. So, what are you gonna do, Lucian?
I don't. Of course, it's Mets.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need more,
I am
obviously.
his Discord spouse, of course. It's an obligation. Sorry.
How many do I have? I don't even remember.
Believe
0.
One.
I think I have one.
Yeah, Mets gave you one last session
That's right.
I did.
in exchange because she
Okay,
has
I'm
like
not gonna do that because
5
that would drop
now.
darkness on everyone. So I'm not going to do that spell because that would probably go poorly. I'm gonna blight him.
right on. So is that a single target spell?
Yes.
Ooh.
DC 17 con save for half.
That is a failure. 33
That's
damage.
just a quick. Lucian's just gonna reach up and snap, and
That's a lot of damage you guys
No.
have dealt so
Yeah,
far.
please just like that.
oh, stop.
Anything else?
There's nothing else you can do.
Okay.
Actually, no.
All right.
I would like to defeat the enemy.
Correct.
The Geoflare goes now.
It
So
doesn't have to.
it's going to use a bonus action to cast Misty Step
Mhm.
Bye.
and jump out of melee combat with Crunk into direct melee combat with Lucian and Denise and the Dark Elf.
Oh hell.
And is now going to punch Lucian.
He is terrified of me.
What's your AC?
15.
That does not hit. That hits. I'm gonna roll damage. No, not that one. This one. This die. Thank you.
The small one.
Okay, you are hit for 13 damage.
Uh-huh.
Then you are hit for not that again. You're hit for 6 damage, and he's going to use Fury of Blows and hit you for 12 damage.
Yay, monks!
Ah!
I mean, boo, but yay!
And then he's going to turn towards Crunk now. And Crunk, you can hear its thoughts in your head scratching at the glass, trying to break the seal.
Ooh.
Do you think you need to roll something yet, or do you think you've got it? while in a frenzied rage.
I'm in a frenzied rage. Fuck. Maybe. Let me see. Hang on. Let me look.
But I'm turning it over to you if you think you need to roll yet or not.
Not yet.
Okay. Then it is going to be the Dark Elf. She is going to strike with her scimitar on the Geoflare, and that is a horrible miss. And that's going to be a hit. So she will strike with a... Oh boy, that was a really good roll. And deal 13 damage. It's a really good roll on a scimitar.
That is a really good roll.
And you then make a very good roll. You see that she has to focus for just 1 second to keep her mind guarded, but keeps her calm. And it is now Krunk's turn again. You, if it applies, your troll regeneration would come in, but I don't think you've taken any damage yet.
I haven't, but I started low. So.
Oh, so yep, you would regenerate.
Yep. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just going to bare my teeth and just roar and go at him and do it again.
Okay.
3 hits, frenzied, all that stuff.
Yep, fire away.
But he's not. But you don't need a reckless since he is flanked.
Yeah, he's pretty much got himself into melee range with everybody, so you jumping
So I
in
won't be
surrounds him.
reckless. So yeah, I won't be reckless.
All right.
So I won't impose advantage against myself.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 is a 27
That'll hit.
for 17.
All right.
27 again
That also hits
for 15.
for 15. Yeah, that also.
27 again.
28
Oh, 28.
and a 27
Dang.
Sorry.
Wow.
for 18.
For 18. Jeez. Yeah, he's starting to look a bit ragged. You see the outer crystal armor is beginning to crack. The different rock formations that are like underneath the crystals are still holding pretty sturdy, but the outer crystal layer is kind of starting to shatter.
Nice.
And it is Denise's turn.
I'm gonna go bonus action and turn into a giant constrictor snake.
Does that fit inside this little hut?
It's a maybe.
Uh,
How big am I?
All pressed up against the walls.
Huge beast. I don't know. You tell me.
That's a
Oh.
huge beast. Yeah, no.
That's a huge beast.
That's a huge beast.
Would I break the hut if I turned into this? And, like, hurt my friends?
Potentially, yes. If you want to go through with it, that's fine.
You're
and
going from a medium to a huge.
We'll roll some dice, if that's what you're gonna do.
I'm trying to think if Denise would think of this before she went. Because she's
When you put
seeing-
it that way,
I don't think she would. Because she's
Yeah.
just going to be like, you're hurting my friends. You're going to die now.
I
So
agree.
she's going to go constrict
All
her
right.
snake and try to, like,
Okay.
constrict him.
With
But she only
your
rolled 11.
new stance, please roll a strength save. And I would like everyone else to roll a constitution save.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Oh no. So Krunk gets a 9 and
But I rolled an 8.
Lucian gets a 4 and Denise oh well no, that's not a good thing. Denise gets an 8 and the Dark Elf gets a what's that, a 13, and the Geoflare gets a 14. So everyone is going to take 4 bludgeoning damage. And
Oh no!
Denise, please roll me a d6.
Oh no.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
And 5 poison
Oh,
damage.
dang. And that's 5 damage.
However, the constricting, the crushing effect that's happening on everyone does not stop because she fails to break the building open. So you're still stuck in there with no space to.
Denise.
What are
I
you
can't
doing,
drop
girl?
it, can I?
Uh,
Can I drop it without a bonus?
no, you'd have to do it next turn.
Sorry, guys.
So hey,
Denise
Lucian,
totally wouldn't think about it.
you're up.
Lucian, can he still see? Well, I guess the Geoflare is still thoroughly flanked now.
Yes, but also it like he's directly contacting you now as you are pressed together.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Yeah.
Now, if I went by the solid rules, you would get disadvantage on that, but that's stupid.
Okay. So it's still advantage though.
Grab his
Since,
face.
yeah, more or less, just like
yeah,
poke him in the forehead and zap him.
yeah.
Just like, oh, this is your fault. That's an 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh my gosh.
And
13 force
that's
damage.
a 26.
Mhm.
That'll also hit for another 15.
That's 15.
You guys, he's starting to look pretty rough. And so now,
Just die so this can stop.
as his face tentacles begin to kind of touch you on the face, could you
Nope,
please
nope,
make an
nope.
intelligence saving throw?
I'd rather not.
You know that brain munching thingy?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so is this where I get to like share a saving throw?
Oh, yeah.
This isn't against charm.
Oh no.
There's no charming. He's trying to bite you.
Oh, I don't want that. Do I have an advantage kicking around?
You
Yes, you
should.
I have one advantage kicking around, and I'm gonna use.
Yeah, you should have it. You should use it.
Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I don't know if that's enough though.
13. Okay, you will not lose your brain, but you will take damage.
That's fine. Kind of.
You will take 22 damage. That was bad. I rolled like maximum on the dice.
Okay.
Where are you sitting?
On a scale of 1 to 59,
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Yo.
That's a
Yeah.
big move.
Okay, so I love you guys, but I have to do what this guy would do, and he still gets another attack.
yeah.
And so he's
Yeah.
going to punch you in the face.
Bye bye.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I'm surprised he's not trying to, hurt me. I'm a big
You
snake.
take 7 damage.
Okay.
Oh, no.
He is unconscious.
All right. All right. And then we go to the Dark Elf. And she's going to
Is she squished up against him, too?
no, she's having a bit of difficulty reaching him as she's been pushed away. So she is going to close her eyes and focus for a second. And Lucian, you hear a voice in your head from her. I've got you. Hold on. And so you will have advantage on your next death saving throw, as that's what she's going to use her entire turn for, is trying to keep you hanging on. And it is now Crunk's turn.
Now that Lucian has fallen down, I have room to swing my sword.
Yes.
Fair.
And like I'm just raging, so I'm just like screaming at him. And actually, you know what? First,
Hmm?
I think I need to roll
Okay.
because he did the thing with the face on
He
my
did.
friend. And I will roll.
Okay.
What is it again? A D8?
It would probably be, yeah, roll the d8.
Yeah. The 5.
5. That is a prideful roll. Or sorry, not prideful roll. But basically, it's a rage in which you are very focused solely on the enemy, and everything falls away. More so than normal, you're focused on the enemy and taking them down, and they are your prize.
And then we will get it.
Let's see those.
19.
2 19s on that attack with advantage. Very nice. That'll hit.
For 20.
20. That is a very good hit.
20.
That'll hit.
For
For
18.
18. He is looking
28.
quite rough. 28. Yeah, that'll hit. How is that not a crit? Oh
For
my gosh.
19. Yes,
19.
it was 19. Look at that.
You strike him with that last slash, and the crystals on his exterior, all in conjunction at the same time, all go from their, variant colors of green, mostly like dark greens and such, and blues, to very bright white as the cracks go through them. They're not shining. It's just like, you've seen like broken glass that gets all white through all the air running through the cracks. All of a sudden they go all white and fall off. And his almost outer like exoskeleton of rock and crystal peels off. And you see underneath a more classic, although actually a bit kind of scrawnier, Ithilid body, entirely unmarred by injury, having shed its outer layer.
Excellent.
Denise, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to drop snake form.
Okay. Or you can do a strength
Sorry,
save and try to
guys.
break the walls. You can do that too.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you guys. And then I'm trying to think if I would heal.
You would see the moment you stop being a snake, because you were kind of pinning everyone in place. You would see the moment you stop being a snake, Lucian would be standing and then just hit the ground.
Right. And I'm debating on if I would defeat this guy first and come back to Lucian, or if I'd bring him. I think I'm going to cast Blight because I'm not happy at the moment. So
Blight buddies.
Blight buddies. So yeah, that's a DC of 15.
Oh.
He fails.
And that's 41
41
necrotic
damage. That is pretty vicious. Ow.
Jeez.
Blight's nasty.
And
You're getting on my
can I
level.
use a bonus action to pop
Yes.
a healing potion?
Wasn't that didn't you use your bonus
it's
action to,
dropping. Oh wait, no,
yeah.
sorry.
and
Dropping
also it's an action to administer or use a potion.
Never mind. Okay.
So,
Then
Lucian,
I am finished.
you're up.
Let's see. I need to make a death save.
Yep, but you have advantage on this. But it doesn't matter. You roll a 19, you save.
Okay. Boop. That's
So-
one.
One success. Wonderful. And then the Geoflare goes. And he is going to attempt to grapple Denise. Please
no,
roll a athletics check against him, Denise.
What does major advantage do?
That's a more grand special thing. If you just want to spend it on a roll, it's going to be a success. Just a guaranteed no roll success.
Okay. And what am I rolling to get out of this dexterity?
There'll be a acrobatics check. No, athletics, excuse me. Or, I think it's either.
Okay.
If only you had advantage.
Yeah, I'm totally doing this with one of my gajillion advantages.
Yes.
So that's acrobatics. At advantage, that's 16.
That beats him, so he fails to grab onto you.
So thank you, Jack. Gave me an advantage at one time. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Thanks, Jack.
Hey.
So he is going to. He's going to
I'll get there.
turn towards the dark elf and attempt to no words are openly exchanged between them, but he just like stares at her for a second. I'll roll a couple dice real fast. And she maintains her strength. But will not be able to act this round. And so it goes straight over to Crunk. Who, again, you can get your, whatchamacallit, troll regeneration. That'll activate again if you need it. And you're up.
Let's get it. Give me the crit, please.
Yeah.
24 for 22.
Yep.
18
that'll hit.
for 20.
Rolling better and better.
Ah!
26
26.
for
Looking for that 30.
15.
Good for that 30.
All right. He looks quite hurt now. You slash him across the back, cutting deep into him. You see he continues to focus, and you see sort of silhouettes of muscle, like his previous form, made out of this almost invisible energy forming around him. So, it looks almost like he's this more muscular figure he used to be, but his physical body does not have that anymore. He's looking weaker, both like his capacity to fight and he's looking hurt. Denise, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to go to Lucian this time, seeing as he's down and I've expended at least a bit of my rage. Let's do Cure Wounds at level 3.
Yes. Please.
Jeez.
6. Is that even enough to bring you out of negative hit points?
I'm at 0.
That's stable.
Uh,
There you go. You're down, but you're stable.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
How did that roll?
I don't think you go below 0, do you?
No.
Wait a minute. You cast that at... Oh!
It
It was 16.
Yeah, it's all together.
10
That's
healing
six-
plus 6.
Oh, that's
okay.
sweet. Nice.
higher level.
So
So
I
that's
have
what that
10 hit points.
There you go.
Yay!
Yeah. So
Hey!
you're back up. And I'm a bit iffy on how those rules work, if you're just dumped back to 0 or how that works. Because I think there is no negative hit points, so I think you should be at just 16.
Oh, okay.
But just narratively be aware of just what happened.
Okay.
And is that everything for Denise?
Yeah, that's my action.
All right, Lucian, you are up.
You!
Take him
And
out, Lucian.
He's going to blight him
Yes.
in like panic terror.
All the blights.
I rolled nat 20.
Okay. Half damage.
Half damage.
So that's what, 17?
Yep. All right. And it's now his turn.
Damn it.
Good try.
And he is looking between the blight and the massive slashes that have gone into him. He seems to be on his last legs and is going to try to... He knows he's lost, and so he's just going to try and hurt you guys before he goes. So please, everyone, roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Damn it.
Ooh. I rolled a 4 for the Dark Elf. Crunk gets a 16. It's pretty nice. Lucian gets 11.
I accidentally rolled with advantage, but I'm going to keep that because otherwise I fail terribly.
Okay.
So thank you, Stump, for that one.
So, this is awkward. So, the Dark Elf, she clutches her head, her eyes and nose and mouth begin to bleed a bit. She like crouches to the ground as the Ithalid begins to like shake his face, his tentacles grasping as if trying to drag himself back into the water, and his head just bursts. And psychic feedback rocks all of you, and dealing a bit of damage to those who failed the save. You are struck by 13 damage. 13 psychic damage.
Still up, it counts.
Yep, and the Ithalid is dead.
Did I save at 16?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Somehow.
I'm just in such a rage that it just...
And so, Crunk, this creature right in front of you, like you're hacking at it, and then its head explodes.
I was going to keep that.
Oh, sorry, Crunk. No more heads.
It's okay.
Is there like at least like maybe a little tentacle or something laying around?
I don't want
Yeah.
No.
I'm not into tentacles.
Specifically, its brain exploded.
No? Okay. Well,
I lick it. I'm just kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
please don't.
I am not.
All right.
Crunk has learned his lesson. Maybe.
Okay. And the Dark Elf slowly stands up. Ow.
Lucian is still just kind of lying there like, oh, hell. Ow.
So,
That was so close.
Capjack, not Lucian. I'm asking you
Yes.
a question.
Okay.
If there were to be a minor, it doesn't even have to be mechanically impactful, but a minor permanent effect for you going down, especially in the way that you did to the attack that brought you down, what would that be?
Like, what's the question again?
What is the thing that Lucian will carry on from this fight? Because he went down. You went all the way down to on the edge between life and death. What is stuck? Is it literally teeth marks? What stays with him? Is it physical? Is it mental? What what stays with him?
A fear of the front lines.
Okay.
Like yeah, no, something got in his face and just wrecked him, and that won't happen again.
All
And
right.
he'll do anything possible to prevent it.
All right. That sounds very, very reasonable.
Yeah.
So the fight is over. If you don't mind, I'll after you guys have your chat, you can do any talking you want to do, but after that, if you don't mind, I'll fast forward it to you guys take a long rest and just tell me once you're done having any after combat chats where that's going to be, and we'll just fast forward to wherever the heck you want to take your long rest.
Okay. Lucian, that looked terrible. Are you okay?
No. Ow. Ah. He's like slowly standing, and he's like covered in blood and gashes, and he looks awful.
Man.
Like he looks straight up disheveled, and that's
Fair. That's the worst I've ever seen you. This was a hard one, man. I didn't think he was going to be that hard to take out.
it was monstrous. It hit me. What the hell?
It hurts. I know.
Yes, it does. I'm taking a walk.
Oh,
Limp,
okay.
limp. Just like right outside.
Yeah.
Where he like leans against the hut.
Immediately standing outside, because I mean that combat was like 3 rounds long, so that was a total of 18 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You step outside, you see Brew is outside. He's like holding a cleaver, like a huge cleaving sword, and
Oh.
like he was kind of like on his way in. He's
Oh no, please don't. No. No.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Dark Elf, you lady, I forgot your name.
It's hang
What's
on.
her-
I'm. I called.
That's
I
'cause she
called.
didn't have one yet.
Yeah. No. She.
Oh.
She did.
Oh.
Did she?
I
No.
don't remember.
Oh. Right. Yeah. She conked out.
Stacy.
Sure.
What is it?
Stacy.
It's Stacy.
You came back. He must have made you better.
Yeah.
The mimicking?
He didn't tell me what he did. But I'm very curious. So I'd like to talk to him if I could. Get this sorted, because he did something to me.
Well, I mean, we can take you back again if you would like. Thank you for your assistance.
Yes. Thank you. Truly. You helped.
Yeah. Look, let's get to the back to the Mimic King, if we could. I want to ask him what he did. And I need to know exactly what happens now if this guy's dead. I don't want to get my hopes up.
Sure. In case there's others.
Yeah.
The castle sounds delightful. I'm in need of a rest.
Yeah, I think we can come back and find our carriage another time. Crunk?
You okay, big guy?
Crunk?
Crunk.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh,
It's like, wow, like Crunk is deep
That
in
was hell.
thought. Wow.
What's
No.
going on?
shit. Well, okay. No, I'm just like, let's just go. Let's just go home. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
So the Mimic Knights return
to the castle. Wynn is there, but she is preoccupied with a special thing that I will tell you about later. It involves Sebastian. So you'll see Wynn later. Stacy goes with you to meet the king.
You know, whenever.
I don't go. I go to my room.
Okay. Passing through the keeper's room, on your way there, he casts cure wounds on you, just continually at like every step you take through that room, healing you up.
Thanks, Keeper.
Oh.
Because he's concerned about you guys.
Fair.
Why, thank you. Ow. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's blood. Oh, it's mine. Oh.
Oh.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
If you would
It
go,
means you're alive.
if you would meet the king, he is in his laboratory.
Okay.
Mm.
Inside of the laboratory. So
Go.
yeah, Crunk's headed off to his bed, and he will get the effects of a long rest, as will you guys soon enough. But Lucian and Denise and Stacy go to the laboratory.
Yep.
All right. Stepping in, it's a larger room with kind of a short ceiling, shorter than most of the other rooms in the castle. You see many odd contraptions and vials of potion and brew of odd alchemies that are not familiar. And books written in some kind of code that's not the mimic script. It's something else. It's more of a like you look at it and it's definitely a longhand code. And stepping in, he would say, "Hello." And he would flick his hand, and the back of the room would be covered by a curtain.
Where all that stuff was?
No, not where all that stuff is. There's a back area that is closed off. Denise, you would notice it looks like, now Denise has not ever seen this because it's like a modern day thing, but it looks like a modern day operating room.
Oh.
Or kind of a middle point between, like, it's still got like the medieval stone slab, you know, and more medieval style stuff, but it's set up
like
as if it were like
lights.
a operating room.
Interesting. So you could do some, I don't know what you would do in here.
You don't want to go back there.
Oh.
What's back there?
Do you trust me?
I mean, of course.
Yes.
Then don't ask.
Fair.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sure you'll enlighten us in due time.
I hope not to.
Oh.
If I have to, it will not be for a good reason. Let's just move on. What I've done to this one here is much more interesting. And I feel a bit proud. But
What did you do?
she was implanted with a ethelid tadpole, which was
what?
set to... It is the youngest form of the mind flayers. You've seen one before.
Oh.
Oh, in the... Oh,
Right.
that's still going all right. We should check on it. Ooh.
It was inside of her brain. It was prepped to begin to consume it.
Ugh.
How does it get there?
Mm.
Not pleasant. It has to be...
no. Very importantly.
a sedated victim must be given it. It burrows through the side of the head, a weak point in the skull,
Ah,
and
You're okay, Lucian.
Let's-
I don't.
so not from being bitten.
no, that is
Oh, good.
the implanting of the tadpole is reproduction. The biting and consumption of the brain is their sustenance.
Oh. Mm.
Anyway,
Ugh.
the tadpole had ingrained itself into her brain and was not safely removable.
Hmm.
So instead, I broke its will and bound it to hers.
So
What?
wait,
You
what?
can do that?
Not easily, but with a surgery and a bit of manipulation of already existing spells, I fought it in the realm of the mind. And me being me, and it being merely essentially a fetus of its kind, it was not difficult.
Huh.
Hmm.
And so I developed a method, a not very safe method. I wouldn't repeat it without extensive testing on non-sentient life. But a method of granting psychic abilities.
Okay.
Oh. Fascinating. So, oh. So you have psychic abilities now? Pointing at Stacy.
I suppose it's hard to, like, I don't know how, but I was able to actually defend myself.
Does that mean she's free of the mind flayers?
As long as she stays a good long distance away from their more elder members.
Oh,
Then
could
yes.
they take over the tadpole again?
Potentially. I wouldn't risk it.
Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Why does it have to be mind flayers? Blah.
Every time we learn more about these things, it's, ugh,
Yes.
awful.
What?
They give me the heebie-jeebies.
But as I've heard
Tried
from
to
you,
eat my brain. Ugh.
as I've heard from you, these ones are not normal, or at least some of them aren't.
This one had rocks.
It punched me
That too.
a lot.
I am
Yeah.
concerned.
Sorry about the snake thing.
That's not normal. I'm concerned that they may have found a way to harness the fragments of the planes.
Of a what?
When the planes were broken, the worlds surrounding the material plane were shattered, and the fragments vary from massive swaths of universe, of reality, to infinitesimal specks. It's possible they are using the smaller fragments, harnessing them in some fashion to change themselves, invent possibilities that never were. The possibility of what if mind flayers originated from the plane of I don't know, of Earth or something like that.
That sounds like what we just ran into.
Yes.
Covered in gems, like a shell.
I mean, he was shiny. It's kind of pretty, but
So shiny.
Well, what's concerning is that this would be a developing aspect of magic. The harnessing of planar fragments.
Oh.
So,
If they can do it, so could we.
Yes. I would be careful.
Oh.
They are not merely, as you can see with the way they've been using them, they're not simply a piece of land. They are a different reality. Through my investigations, I've identified what killed Nigel, the Beholder.
Oh?
oh,
He was struck by a plane heavily aligned with negative energy and death.
Someone threw a plane at him?
Well,
that's the way to do it.
I don't think that was intentional. I think it might have been during the original occurrence. What I remember, and those days are not easily within my memory, the planes rained down from the sky. Different fragments in many different shapes and sizes, clattering to the earth. And shaping it in many different ways.
How long ago was that?
Near the beginning of my memory.
So the planes have been broken for a very long time.
Yes. But the mortal beings never caught on. They continued to study and understand the planes as if they were entirely separate, because when attempting a spell such as great divination spells, if someone's in a physical place that is or was a part of another plane, it comes up as if they are in another plane.
Oh.
Fascinating.
So would where we found Maggie, would that be like a part of a different plane now, kind of ish?
Potentially. I believe whatever killed him may have not stopped. It may have continued through and maybe far beneath the earth or even on the other side. I don't know. Because if it were truly a piece of some plane of death, it would have been very difficult to survive traversing.
Fair.
But that wouldn't be what's causing the blight. That was demonic, correct? Or is it both together?
Yes, I don't the melding between the material plane and another plane is rough at best. The melding of multiple ones at the same time could be disastrous.
Is that what's happening in that forest?
I believe so.
Oh.
The beings of the Fae have difficulty fighting against what's there because it is another, but it is also just them.
It's a 2-on-1 fight.
Yes.
But that understanding gets us a step closer to fixing it. And Denise, somehow you're able to fight it.
Yes.
And we don't know why.
Maybe I got a piece of plane stuck in me.
Wait. When we drink those potions, do we all have that then?
Oh, from Steve?
Yes.
Sure.
Because all of us have expressed it differently.
Yeah?
According to my my studies, it is possible that magic is the expression of other planes in an individual. That magic may not have existed in this plane before the planes broke.
Fascinating. So oh, this is a bit awkward. I'm a bit more kin to the forest than I'm not. Oh dear.
As I said, there would be an infinite number of infinitesimal specks. So everyone would have a little bit of everything. But those with just a speck more have the potential to have a spark of magic.
Fascinating.
But anyway,
Sorry, Denise.
what is your plan now?
Why do we need to check on Krunk? It's a bit odd that he just went off. Second, we need to gather the plains, the rest of the tribes together, and then we have a water fight. There's a lot to do.
Yes. Prepare for the war. I hear rumblings that the cities are getting close, and they have gathered allies as much as they can, just as you are. I've heard word of some sorcerer that they've acquired.
Oh.
A sorcerer.
Yes.
Hmm.
His name is
Doesn't sound
Archael.
Archael.
Yes. And he brings some kind of magical weapon with him. I intend to observe the war, but not participate unless I am required.
But you said you had an army to.
Oh,
give
I
to
have
us
the
as well.
army. They will help.
Oh.
I'm in personally.
Hmm.
I intend to stay on the sidelines unless I am required. But if you are put in danger, I will intercede.
Appreciate it. I suppose it's our first war. Need to make sure we're up for it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Help Krunk make sure that he is doing good. Wynn is occupied. She's had a bit of a connection with Sebastian.
Oh.
Really?
Trying to make sure that that goes smoothly.
All right.
Cool.
Lot to do suddenly.
Yes.
Krunk first.
Well, he's probably gone back to sleep. I could use some sleep myself.
Yes. Rest.
And then Krunk, when we wake up, maybe he'll go
I'm
swim
going
through
to
breakfast.
begin at him and just check.
Okay.
So
Be-
you guys go to the rooms. Stacy is given a guest room, and she just goes straight there because she doesn't know Krunk or how any of this works. So you knock?
Fair.
Yeah, just knock on the door.
Nope.
You hear snoring.
No response.
Is that just as soon as they start knocking?
No, I'm out.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, he's definitely asleep. In the morning, though. I read the far side.
Ugh.
As soon as you close your door, it's like stepping into one of those sound traps where it's just all of a sudden it's just completely silent.
Nice.
Denise's room probably has some kind of like ambient forest sound,
Oh yeah,
Whippoorwill.
definitely.
Whippoorwill.
and Lucian's probably has the ambient sound of a city. People in the background yelling and whatnot.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, Lucian is on the way into his room. Denise, would you like to come in for a moment?
Oh, um, sure. I've never been in your
Yes.
room before.
Well, welcome. So yeah, go in his room. It's like really beautifully, opulently appointed. Um,
Ooh, you like it fancy, don't you?
I mean, of course.
There's
I
a tiny
should've
little butler worker mimic that walks behind you and cleans the floor every time you step on it.
So, like, big four-poster bed and like a couch and chairs and everything.
Oh yes,
Okay,
little
cool.
sitting room.
This is something. Wow.
Thank you. Can I have a drink?
Uh, Obviously,
There we
drinks are
go.
always good.
So, he would sit in one of the like big overstuffed chairs, and Butler Mimic would pour some, nice fancy wine.
The good stuff. I appreciate it.
Yes. I just wanted to check on you. How are you doing?
Well, all things considered, I think I'm okay. I mean, my mom obviously can't go back to the forest ever.
Yes.
So that's going to be really, really hard on her. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. This is all really weird. Like, weird.
It is. We're getting ready to fight a war.
I know. I don't like war.
Well, no, especially not an unorderly one.
I don't care about order so much.
Mm.
I just, war is really bad for the plants, yo. Like, trees get trampled and taken down and burned, and then the animals, they all don't. It's terrible for the ecosystem.
Hmm.
Not to mention all the people that die. But, you know.
Well, this is the city people. I'm honestly not terribly upset. Although, I mean, we should feel for those that are being forced to fight against their will.
Are they? Or are they choosing to?
Some will be forced against their will. Many more will be more than happy to get a shot of glory against the plains people.
Mm.
And by shot of glory, I mean they think they'll come in and massacre them and sing songs about it. And how wrong they'll be.
I mean, songs of glory happen all over the place, right? Like, we sing of the elves and all of the great things that they've done over the years. Which, I mean, I don't know a lot of the lore of this world, so I'm just going to make stuff up. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like the elves, they sing of when the gnomes were in our forests, and they were like, they were really just getting in our way, more or less, but we like drove them out and we sent them to a different forest. And like, the songs are really cool, but it's not great to send other people out of where they want to live, Like, just let them be.
That's true. Almost reminds me of the 27 Tales of Ha. Oh.
27?
Wonderful stories. Oh, 27. She was very busy.
Who is she?
Oh, Demon Queen and absolute legend. The 27 Tales of her various lovers. Oh, goodness.
Ooh. Well, that sounds
You
spicy.
read that to me as I was growing it up. We had very different upbringings.
Obviously. I don't know. I ran around in the forest a lot. Trees are awesome.
I studied, learned lots and lots of rules and laws and the hierarchy of demons.
That sounds boring.
Not one bit. Oh my goodness. Do you know how many ways there are to get a Batezu to serve you?
But what? But
Right.
what?
A Batezu, it's a type of like warrior demon. Oh, they're fascinating to work with. You can bind them in at least 17 different ways. 47 if you use the wording correctly.
47?
47, yes. I hear there's a 48th one, but no one is entirely sure. Oh, it's fascinating.
But what do you do when you bind them?
Well, they work for you.
So you enslave them?
I suppose you do.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No, it doesn't anymore. Not as much as it used to.
Hmm.
Growing up, I just thought that was the order of things.
I
And
suppose.
then...
You had a demon mom, right?
Yes, I certainly did.
What was her name?
Mary Mackin. She
What was that?
Mary Mackin.
Meddy McKin. Okay.
Mary Mackin. You get that after a bit. Easiest way to pronounce it, Mary Mackin.
Mary Mackin.
There we go.
Okay.
Just speeds up a little bit. Yes.
Mary Mackin.
Oh, there we go. Yes, no, she was wonderful. Legions of demons under her commands. My entire family. And, you know, growing up, I just thought that's the order of things. You go up in the hierarchy, and that's just how it is. And then the hierarchy changed, and I was at the bottom.
Hmm.
And then I wondered how all of them felt at the bottom, and didn't much like it.
No, it's not much fun when people try to step on you.
Exactly. Must be what it is like for the plants.
Exactly. Gotta have someone to watch out for them. Otherwise, people come in and cut down whole forests just to make a house. The house, you can live in the forest.
Or just have the house grow around you. Oh, right, that's not normal.
Well, I mean, you can make the house grow around, but it takes a while. Elves can do it.
I think after this war, we're going to have a lot of interesting discussions is to build a city around this place. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be keen on building with wood. If we could do some stone, that'd be okay. Or mimics. We
dwarves
can
should
make more
know that.
mimics and make them build things.
Exactly. A city of mimics.
But is it?
Just one big mimic that if everything goes wrong, it just goes chomp. No, that's probably a terrible idea.
That sounds like a city with absolutely no privacy.
Oh.
Yeah. The mimics know everything.
Yeah. That actually sounds like a wonderful dystopian future.
That's
Your house
our
can be
dystopian
anything
future.
you want it to be, but you can't hide.
It knows everything.
All right. So, anything else before you
So I
guys
guess-
sleep? Or
Chat for a while and then night.
the first
night,
like minute of that was straight villain talk.
What?
It was. I'm gonna clip it. That was just perfect, just villain, like that scene that they give in like an older movie to give some personality to the two main villainous characters. Like that was that scene.
Oh boy.
Where they're like,
I don't remember
oh,
what
you
I
know,
said.
1,000 people are gonna die and whatnot, but that's just how things go, you know.
It could be plants. That'd be terrible.
Anyway, So the next morning, morning. Let's say it's morning. I guess Crunk went to bed first, but does he get up first or?
Sure.
Okay, cool. What are you having for breakfast?
Well, all of it. A lot of it. Like, not a room full, maybe table.
You've got a table that has it has a rim to make sure nothing slides off the edge of it.
I had it specially made.
Mimic, come here. Make a rim.
Rim me.
God damn it.
And thus Krunk was rimmed.
Who gets up next?
The mimic?
Krunk gets up again.
We went so long.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Dang it, Crunk. Okay. Okay. I think probably Denise is up next, I'm guessing.
Sure.
Or wait, no, Lucian doesn't sleep.
Well,
Oh, right.
that's true.
So are you just staying in your room chilling or
No, I guess he'll come out when he hears Crunk. I keep forgetting about that. So yeah,
Okay.
hello, Crunk. How are you feeling?
Very good. Eat breakfast. I got a lot.
Good, good. Are you all right?
Mm-hmm. Why?
All right, good. No, you just went straight to bed after we got back yesterday. I was just worried about you.
Yeah, I did. I needed to. I'm good now.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to have some breakfast as well. Obviously, this is all you. He's going to have his own little bistro table next to the big table. With his, like, coffee and pretentious warlock breakfast.
and like china plates and like
Of
crystal
course.
coffee cup.
Of course.
The dark elf would exit
Bone china.
her room. Her hair like a complete mess. She's like, I had the worst night of sleep.
Oh,
The bed kept
Oh.
moving itself and I kept hearing
Did
like,
you ask it to stop?
no, I don't. You do that?
Yes, it's a mimic.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just not,
Everything is a mimic.
I'm not used to beds and I kept hearing like chittering sounds and stuff.
Oh, what would you prefer to sleep in?
Well, I mean, a bed sounds nice. I'm just not used to it.
Oh, fair. Well, if you want it to be anything else, just ask it.
Okay.
I'm not there.
Okay. All right.
And I will come out of my bedroom.
Hi.
More breakfast?
Hi, Stacy. Oh, Crunk. This looks amazing. And I dive in and start eating.
Help yourself.
Into the room steps a chest-shaped mimic walking on two muscly arms.
I forgot about him.
Steps up onto one of the tables.
High five, bro.
Oh, you're
And-
beautiful.
And says, "Job's done."
Excellent. He's all moved in.
And he gives you like a thumbs up.
Oh, Bonekeeper's here. Yay!
I was trying to remember who moved in.
Me too.
It took a lot of work to not say that in a Warcraft. Job's done.
Job's done.
The first thing I thought.
More work? I don't want to do this.
Yes, me lord.
Yes, my lord.
Work.
So he just like leaves because he's got nothing else to do, unless you guys tell him to do something. So just a reminder, Denise, the Bonekeeper's not here. He's at your castle. You're at the main castle,
right.
the original.
We're at HQ.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's
Castle
at our castle.
one.
Yep.
Oh, we should go visit him.
Indeed.
Welcome in. Maybe we could, give him. Well, he's probably gotten a tour, I'm sure. Or maybe he just went to his hole. Where did we put him? Do we know?
Wherever he wanted to be. I mean, we were going to. It was create a space for him, so there'll be a space for him.
Well, fair. The mimics
Might
probably
even look
somewhere.
identical to where he was.
That would be cool.
So
As long as we don't have to go through like the wolf den or whatever to get there.
So are we going to these clans people? Do you know anything about the people you're going after?
Who was asking?
This is a
Stacy.
horseman.
Stacy.
Oh, okay.
This is the Dothraki, right?
Sort of. So, Crunk, you would know that horses are the tamest creatures that they ride.
Mm-hmm.
Denise is all about that.
I know you're a big fan of riding.
Or becoming them, whichever. What else do they ride?
Crunk could roll history at advantage, and Lucian could roll history and advantage, and Denise could roll regular history.
12.
12.
Nat 20.
20 for Lucian. Very nice. Lucian, you would know that they ride dire wolves. They have a couple great war elephants.
Ooh.
And the last time you had any interactions with them, the like biggest baddest guy had a rock.
Shit.
Oh, bird.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He had a rock.
Lobster.
He was just
I
sitting
got
on
a
a rock,
rock.
and he thought he was going
It's
really
as
fast.
big as a whale. Oh, man. Yeah, it's...
I am literally incapable of not joke every time. So.
That's what makes this fun.
So,
Elephants.
Oh, yes,
that would
yes,
be
yes.
fun.
Wolves and elephants and rocks.
oh my.
Well, they would be fantastic cavalry.
Mhm.
And aerial support. Oh, interesting.
So
Yes, aerial
Yeah.
support. Yes. I know this word.
It's when
So,
they fly up in the sky.
I know.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you really knew or if you were just pretending.
Just like try to be sneaky with Denise, and I just
So do we
I
need to
gotcha.
pick anything up before we go there, or I don't
What
know
could we
your
do to help
method.
smooth this? Well, a method is either talk to them or murder them, apparently. These are our two options.
Well,
I prefer talking, though. Especially after last time.
who knows? Or I mean, what do you know about their culture?
I look
What,
at Lucian.
what do I got with that nat 20?
You would know that they are more classic barbarian wildmen, focused on feats of strength. However, amongst them, it's the ability to tame a greater beast, for the most part. That they're more interested. Like, you don't... Like, Krunk's people, they get down and they wrestle and they fight. These people, they do battle between their creatures. They do pit fighting with creatures in order to establish who's in charge.
Well, that's
I know
fun.
we just had the Bone Keeper join us,
Hmm.
and they like to pit their creatures against each other. Unless
Eat an elephant.
Castle. Do we have flying mimics?
They have the scouting mimic,
Mm-hmm.
but not any, like, combat flying mimics.
Can we invent new mimics?
Already working on that.
Yeah, Lucian's currently...
That's right.
Doing
That's
that.
right. That's right. It takes time.
How long into that is he?
He would be 3 out of 7 days.
Okay.
I mean, do we want? Let's talk to the Mimic King. I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to go pee first.
Okay.
Those looking for the Mimic King would find him in a new room, a garden. He's had
Garden?
other gardens before, but this is a much more grand garden. And Denise, you would find your mother is in there as well.
Mom! Hi.
Hello, Siru. Oh.
Hi. And the Mimic King turns to Denise and says, "It's not as good as the forest, but what do you think?"
Oh, wow. This is quite the garden you've got. I like it.
Oh, those orchids over there.
Yeah, so we can take a break real fast, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. Let me set up the splash screen. But yeah, we'll be back in just a minute. Yeah, so we'll just be 10 minutes or so.
See y'all soon.
And we're back.
Whoop whoop.
All right. So nothing untoward happened during the break. Don't worry about it.
Nope. Nothing weird.
So yeah, Denise, you see your mother kind of distractedly moving through, going to each plant and looking at it, going, "Yep, that's this kind of tree. I know what that is. I know what that is," and moving along, and then taking seeds from a plant and moving over and planting it in a patch of dirt over here, and just beginning to tend this garden. And you can even see in the center area through the walkway, there's a, since this garden is inside, it's artificially, magically lit. She's got this kind of open, it's like a house, but it has no walls or roof. It's just this sort of simple living space set up in the middle of the garden.
Sure.
Because she knows she's going to be here for a while.
So it's like a bed and some chairs and whatever she'd want.
Yeah. A lot simpler than it needs to be. You know, she could have a lot more, but is going for something quite simple.
That's my mom, minimalistic as ever. We never had much. But trees were enough.
Consider the trees.
This garden is mostly for her, but if ever you want to plant anything or anything, the four of you have permission to do so.
I want to plant something.
Oh, you have that seed.
I have that seed. And I am proficient with my gardening tools. Somehow, I don't remember. I just have it on my sheet.
Yep.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm proficient with gardening tools. I don't remember why.
Oh,
You can dig a hole.
You
Punk.
are
Good
proficient
job.
with gardening because Scout kissed you.
Scout, that's right. Scout kissed me. Yes. Yeah, she did. And so I want to plant my seed. I don't know what the seed is or anything. I just want to plant it.
Yeah, you said it.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, it's like you know the outer shell of like an almond, like when they
Yes.
have that outer thing on. It's almost like a coconut strandy sort of outer thing. Imagine that, but like smooth. That's actually the seed itself, not just its shell, but like that's the seed. So it's a bigger thing. You plant it,
Yeah.
and it's there. Nothing happens because it's a plant. Although I don't know if he knows that that's how that's supposed to work.
I think he knows. Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Distracted by the chat.
I didn't think about that.
It's technically the Mimic King's garden.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, it's planted now. Can't unplant it.
So what is your plan?
Well, hopefully this thing grows and then it becomes something. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me. I meant for the war.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
have-
that too.
we have one more tribe to recruit. I was wondering, do we by chance have any large flying mimics that fight?
No, I have scouts,
Hmm.
as I
That
have
was worth asking.
for the past 1,000 years taken up a stance of observation.
Oh.
That would make
I
sense.
don't
Hmm.
fight normally.
Well, we need to go have a talk with the Bone Keeper then. I have an idea.
Any
Yeah.
plan involving that dragon is likely to go well, as long as you can get him on your side.
Yes.
Oh,
Properly
I think we
compensated.
can. He seems to like adding bones to his pile.
Hmm.
He puts them in his pit.
He does. It's a very nice pit of bones.
There's one set of them he can't have, and that's the knight. Those are mine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna go back to our castle.
Yep. Have a
Yes.
quick teleport. Taking Stacy with you or no? That's up to you.
Does she want to go?
Yeah.
Stacy.
Do you want to see a dragon?
I'm willing to help if you think you need my help. I'm
No, by all means.
the king
Yeah.
saved me.
He's good at that. Come on, let's go see a dragon.
All right.
Yes.
You are not. You don't owe us a debt. Just hope you know that.
Yes, let's be very clear on that.
You don't owe it to us to stick around if you don't want to. But we hope you want to.
I'll stick around for now.
Cool. She's gonna stick around longer than for now. You watch.
In the Mimic Knight's castle, down in the basement, you find a place that you would notice is not made out of mimics. Because mimics are not immune to acid,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
so it's made out
Yeah.
of actual carved stone.
That would make sense.
So yeah, you can't make the walls and floor out of acid if he's planning on dissolving
Out of
people
mimics.
in here. So
Yeah.
Oops.
hello.
Bonekeeper, it's wonderful to see you again.
Yeah.
You made it.
You see he's
How?
like looks like a cat, like kind of moving around, like patting down their bed sort of thing. He's continually like messing with stuff. He's like, that it's not in the right spot. Move that. And just like,
This is like a big ass dragon, right? Like
yeah, huge.
full
Yeah.
on. Okay.
It's
Full
a
green
young
dragon.
dragon, which means it's only slightly larger than a school bus.
Okay.
So he's like wedding planner, sort of fixing all the little imperfections in this setup that he's got. All the bones are arranged, they're locked into each other into this very precise design, and he's just keeps messing with stuff. But yeah, that's what he's doing as he speaks to you.
Okay.
It has been a little while.
Indeed. How was the move?
Uneventful, but setting things up will take a long time to finish. It will be a thing I will continue to do a little bit at a time for years to come.
Oh, I see.
Oh, sure.
And plus there's going to be-
Especially,
More to add.
yeah. We think you need some new bones for your new location.
He stops messing with stuff and brings his head close to the party, turning it sideways so his eye is facing you. What do you refer to?
Well,
So-
go ahead, Lucian. You tell him.
Well, so we're going to be going to war shortly, and one that's going to gather quite a few extra bones, which were, of course, yours. But more immediately, there's a tribe that we wish to recruit to our cause. The last one we need. They're a tribe that they take their pride in the beasts they ride. Now, we were thinking of going in with a show of force with you if you were amenable to it, and wanted to know what it would take. What would be your price, I suppose, for it?
I would compete in a
Oh, yes.
game meant for beasts.
Oh yes, you wouldn't have to hold back one bit.
Well,
This
for
is
you, it'd be more like a banquet. You could just go destroy.
Dire wolves, dire elephants. There's even a rock there.
Mm-hmm.
is a bit insulting to a dragon to fight competitions designed for mindless creatures. It would
You've
be
raised an excellent point.
it would be like having ants challenge you to a blade fight.
Oh,
I
I
suppose.
see.
Hmm.
I
Maybe just you being there would be enough that we wouldn't have to.
Yes.
I
They
mean,
would be
I
like,
could
A
"Wow,
show
they
of
have a
force.
dragon. Let's follow these guys."
And it's not that we have a dragon, it's
Well,
we
yeah,
work with a dragon.
yes.
And if I have to, I can change into an elephant and fight him right back if I need to.
Oh, that's a good point. Or a snake.
Ha. I make you a counter proposal that is funny to me.
Go on.
I wish to enter and have Denise as my beast in the pit.
Oh,
I love it. I'll be your beast.
Yes.
Now be beast of burden.
I then will meet you at the location. Where is this?
Can we just assume Kronk knows and can tell the dragon?
You
Lucian
guys
knows
at
he's
this
critical.
point have a vague map of this area due to having scout mimics that have been going around and
Okay.
preparing for the war. You guys have like the normal map for the area, but none of the maps are very well detailed in the plains.
Sure.
So yeah, with this you can give him location. Yes, I will meet you there.
Cool.
Would it be possible to go with you? Or not so
mean-
much?
I will
least me?
take Denise.
Yay!
Oh, that would work. Yeah, that makes sense.
And he would kneel down close enough for Denise to ride.
I get to ride a dragon.
Okay, please roll me animal handling to ride without a saddle on a dragon that is flying at top speed through the air. So he crawls away. One of the walls is made of mimics, or not the walls, it's actually the ceiling is made of mimic. And so that opens up, allowing for him to crawl out and get outside. And he just leaves. He's gone now. And takes Denise with him. And got a 15
Okay.
on animal handling. It is a bit more scary than you thought it would be. It's definitely exhilarating. But like you grab onto one of the spines that go along his spine, one of the spikes, and I mean, what flying creatures have you turned into in the past? I think at some point you've probably been a eagle
An
or
eagle
something.
or a... Yeah.
This is a bit different because you have obviously
I'm
like
not in
no control, and it's way higher than an eagle would go.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not out of control, you're not in control.
And he actually has to at some point stop going as high because it's dangerous for you to be yeah. So he comes back down a little bit.
Thanks. I didn't know it was so cold up here.
Is it? All right. And so Krunk, Lucian, and Stacy need to make their way there somehow.
Hmm.
I I suppose we can see if the horses are put back together now. We could ride those.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have the horses, but you don't have the carriage.
No, it's fine.
Don't need the carriage, just the horses.
There's only 2 people.
All right.
People.
3.
3, sorry.
These things are not. Again, these are also not meant to be ridden. They're meant to pull the carriage. So I don't think animal handling works because they're not exactly animals. They're more like carnival
Constructs?
pieces. Yeah, they're more like constructs.
Oh.
So acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
One of those I have a +2 in. The other one's a negative.
One of those. One
I
of them I have
rolled a
+8.
1 over here for Stacy.
Oh no.
15.
So, yeah. So the 3 of you begin to ride, and these things begin to pick up speed, not really adjusting for the fact that they're not pulling a carriage. They're just going their normal, super accelerated speed. And Stacy begins to slip off because they're made of porcelain. And as she reaches out to grab on something, she grabs onto Lucian's pant leg, and
Oh no!
both of you are dragged to the ground. And
Can I reach out and try to grab them?
Stop!
yes. What would you do for that? Do you want to just do strength?
Yeah, we could just do strength.
Okay. Let's do strength.
Does
then.
that mean would it be athletic to do that? To hold on
Yeah,
to
I
the
guess. Yeah.
porcelain horse and
But this could be challenging. Give it a shot.
I'll do it at a disadvantage.
No, I think you still roll. Just be aware that it's a high requirement to be able to just
Okay.
save everyone.
16.
16.
No.
So Lucian, you take 4 damage. Just like your leg comes down, hits a rock, and it hurts a bit.
Ow!
But then Crunk grabs your shoulder and yanks you back up. But Stacy just falls. She's gone and takes that's 18 damage as she tumbles and rolls on the ground.
Oh, dear God. Hold on.
Can
Do
we
they
circle
stop?
around or?
Yeah, they'll stop if you want them to.
Yeah, we need to get there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Are
find
you
her.
okay?
I'm okay. Just got the wind knocked out of me.
Well, let's try this again and maybe keep them a little slower.
Yeah, I guess we did just basically say go.
Yeah. Ow.
You got
It
any?
wasn't that hard.
Got any Healy stuff?
Oh, yes, here, and pass over a healing potion.
Thank you. And that would definitely heal her up all the way. And she would give you the last drop out of it, which would heal you before.
We got our typical 20 temporary hit points for resting in the Mimic Knight Castle, right?
That as well, yeah. Which actually you can't regenerate with a
Yep.
thing. But yeah, so actually no, she doesn't actually. Yeah, she got the wind knocked out of her, but is that wasn't as bad as it could have been. I must have slid on grass or something. I didn't run into any big rocks or anything. Okay. Let's try this again. So, Denise, you arrive first. You're flying through the air, and the Bonekeeper lands just in the middle of a big field, scattering a herd of buffalo, and then just roars into the sky. Come at me, peasant creatures, to challenge me.
He knows they
Yes.
want. We want them to be our friend. Does he know?
And then just like
I'm
folds
not
up his
there.
wings and just sits down. It just like kind of like the Sphinx stance, just sat down there. I hope they do not take long. I have things to do.
Oh, you're doing marvelously. Thank you.
And Lucian, Crunk, and Stacy arrive before any of the tribesmen arrive. So you just see him just sat on like just a gentle hill in the middle of just a giant open grass field.
Is this where we're supposed to be?
This was the place on the map where you pointed. So he went literally to the spot on the map. You guys are like, this area about. And he's like, there, got it. And went right there.
Fair.
My voice does carry. They should.
Did we hear him on the way?
Yeah, you would have heard him. Denise,
Yeah, they'll hear you.
his voice was not deafening to you though. Like it was like his voice carried, but it was not super loud next to you.
yeah.
So something kind of magical to it, almost like thaumaturgy.
Like maybe the dragon has thaumaturgy. Imagine that.
And the first thing that Denise, obviously having the highest passive perception, sees, and then everyone else sees shortly after, is a bit of earth kind of form like a molehill, and then larger, and then burst open, and you see crawl out what looks to be like a mole, but about 7 feet tall, big muscular creature with big sharp claws, and like clutched onto its back is a half orc that jumps off, completely just covered in dirt.
Dude,
What the hell is that?
that's a mole, man. That's a giant freaking mole.
A mole man? Oh dear.
No.
Looks like a half orc though. Mm.
Well, because he's riding on the mole, right?
Yeah.
Like, did I misunderstand
Oh,
that?
you mean a mole? Oh, I see what you're. Oh, right. Makes far more sense.
You see, he's putting in a good effort to stand there fearless, but is not entirely holding it together. As you wish to challenge our tribe?
Oh, am I supposed to speak?
He's
for
just
you?
looking around, and the dragon takes his time, brings his head down nice and
Make him
close.
sweat.
Yes, I intend to fight the greatest of your kin. Is that you? If it is not, you had better leave my sight quickly and bring the one I request. Yeah. And he just like tackle hugs the big mole creature that dives right back underground. And they're gone.
What a coward.
And soon after, you begin to hear the sound of what sounds like an organized stampede of many things coming towards you. In the distance of the flat plains, you begin to see just the entire horizon scattered of just tons of creatures moving towards you. You see amongst them hundreds of dire wolves, each with them a rider. Giant spiders being ridden by goblins. You see about 6 great hawks in the sky, or, rocks, moving towards you. You see the dire elephants moving forward as well. Their tusks spiked in different places and barbed, both naturally and artificially shaped to deal vicious damage. And the entire mob of creatures forms a vague half circle around the dragon and the people that have arrived with the dragon. I challenge your leader for position in the tribe, that I might delegate it to my subordinates. One of the men who is on the rock lands before his rock does, and then it lands next to him. I am Blue Hawk. Now I accept your challenge.
So it's a rock?
Yeah, a rock that he has been riding, but the individual is a full orc. What
Okay.
type of challenge do you wish? Battle of the sky? Or of the air? And the Bone Keeper looks towards Krunk and Lucian. I am not particularly interested. What do you prefer?
The options were sky or air.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the sky and air?
I have many beasts under me. I would bring a different one to each fight.
Denise, would you prefer the ground?
Yeah, I think the ground would be better.
I put forth my pit that shall crush and conquer any beast you could put forth. And he leans down, spreading his wing out, sort of like a slide to allow you to get to the ground. Her name
Oh, that was
is Denise.
Hi!
Okay.
yeah.
We'll make the arena quickly. So they quickly make a 100-foot radius ring
Okay.
with little wooden stakes to mark it. I bring forth my champion of the earth. The great spider. And forward you see stepping a large creature, a enormous spider, in the shape of a tarantula, so like a bulky, thick-bodied spider.
Nice fuzzy spider.
Moves forward onto the ring.
Okay.
Not itsy nor bitsy.
It is not either.
You're allowed to enter any creature you wish into the field, but we do not advise that people go into the field. Are you sure about this,
I
Dragon?
think I'll be okay. Yeah, I can do this. Giant spider. I'm immune to poison. I can. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a terrible shame
Okay.
they're afraid to get in the field with their own beasts. How terrible.
All right. I think I'm ready.
All right.
Maybe. I have like 20 things pulled.
So, do you step into the ring as a half elf?
Yeah, I'm gonna start off as a half elf.
It is up to you.
Do I have to change before I go in, or can
Nope.
I just be
You
myself?
can just do it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. This is
Go.
fun. Can I use my like super advantage, my major advantage to do something like really awesome?
I think that this would be a great time for that.
Okay, so first I want to step into the ring and I want to take my stick, and I don't know how you want to do initiative, but like I would really like to just like run at the spider with my quarterstaff and lodge it in such a way that I manage to just tear one of its legs completely off.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you roll 2d10.
2d10.
You
14.
deal 14 damage to it as you tear off one of its front legs in a extremely acrobatic kind of pole vault leap where you run forward, jam it into the joint, and then leap off so your entire weight is poking through this stick and leveraging with the momentum of your running. And so you pull, snap, the leg falls off, it begins to kind of curl up what remains and gets quite angry, and you land on your feet behind it.
Oh, this is fun.
It will turn around and try to grab at you. Please roll a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 13.
Okay. It reaches forward and grabs you between its mandibles and begins to crush you inside of them.
Okay.
Most tarantulas are not venomous.
Mm-hmm.
And tries to crush you, dealing 13 damage, bludgeoning damage, crushing you, and then you are effectively restrained while it's holding you, but it is now your turn to act.
All right, I'm gonna bonus action turn into a polar bear.
Please roll a strength saving throw.
Okay. As polar bear or as me?
As polar bear.
Okay, let me look at the strength. I have too many
It's
windows
gonna
open.
hurt its teeth.
I hope so. Nope, not that. Oh, not that one. No. Ooh, good. Okay.
And you get a...
Typing it in, sorry.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
11.
11. That does not beat its Constitution saving throw. So
Oh, shoot.
you're gonna get a bit crushed a little bit as you transform into something larger inside of a smaller space.
Okay.
So you will take 6 points of damage, of more
Okay.
bludgeoning damage, as it crunches down, and it gives a bit. It's impossible not to, as you probably more than quadruple in size. But yeah, it's you can keep doing what you're doing. What do you do now that you are a polar bear?
Now that I'm a bear, I'm going to I'm restrained, so I'm guessing like a claw attack would not be possible, but can I bite it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So that's going to be +7 to attack. That's an 18 to hit.
Meets.
Okay. And then that's 1d8 damage. 5. And then my poison. So that's a total of 14 points of damage.
14 points of
including
damage.
poison.
All right. You see that it kind of shakes off the poison, not particularly bothered by it.
Okay. Sure, it's a spider.
And then it's going to try to like flip you sideways against the ground and then pin you down with one of the front leg that you didn't tear off.
Okay.
And begin to try and constrict you more. So please roll athletics as a polar bear.
That's plus strength, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. That's 11.
Sorry.
You know what? I'm going to use an advantage on that if I can.
Okay, do that.
I'm gonna use...
Nope, that's even worse. That's a 10.
Just kidding.
All right,
was a
so
waste.
it crushes you a bit more. So that's 12 damage as it slams you into the ground and begins to like beat down on your head with this giant spider leg. It's
Okay.
like it almost looks like when a dog is like scratching its ears, just going thwap 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 thwap.
Okay. And then I roll strength to get out again?
This time that would just be athletics.
Okay. All right. 22 this time to get out.
All right. See what he got. You break out this time.
Excellent. And then I'm going to do my multi-attack. So, let's see here. So which are the rolls? Okay, so it's first I'm going to, since I've been constrained, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to take my claws and I'm going to try to get its thorax area more. Hopefully, though that's a 12, probably not.
Nope, sorry. 12
Okay,
won't
and then
make
the
it.
second time I'm going to come try to bite a leg. Oh,
That's a
crit
1.
fail. Oofta.
So as you like leap forward, you're like, I think I got it, and you like do a bit of a charge and a jump, and then it crouches down closer to the ground than you thought it could, and then leaps up and basically clamps its mandibles around your stomach as you're midair and bites down on you. Please roll athletics at disadvantage.
Athletics.
Yep. Ooh, and it rolled really well.
First one was 24 and a 9.
A 9. Yep, sorry. No. Yeah, 9 does not beat a 24.
Nope.
So it
Even my
crushes
24 would
you
have just met it.
a bit more. Not as bad though, dealing 8 damage.
Okay.
You can attempt to, because it's thrown itself a bit off balance, you can attempt to move, like, because what it's done is it's leapt up and bit you in midair.
Okay.
So it's at, kind of an angle like that,
basically
which
tried to
spiders
float.
are not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be flat on the ground. So you could try and off balance it with I want something other than athletics, but I think that's the correct thing. So yeah.
Nope.
The
That's a
9, that's not, nope, he rolled a 19. So that's a
Terrible.
25 for it. So yeah, no, that's not enough. So it lands back down flat and it's got you pinned again, and it's your turn to do something.
Okay, so pinned. I should be rolling out from under it or something.
Yeah, so you can either roll to get away from it or just like stretch your
Okay.
neck enough and bite it.
Bite. 16.
Nope.
Doesn't hit. does it?
You bite at it and you like grab something, you chomp down on it and tear, and it's just like the hairs coming out of it. It is going to, just try and crush you more, and deal 11 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay, let me see where that puts me. Oh, I'm still a bear. Okay.
Good. How many transformations do you have left?
I have another one after this.
You have one more. Okay, good.
Okay.
What do you do?
So, yeah. So I still have 7 hit points there. Okay. No, 8, 7. So I am still being held?
Yes.
Okay.
This is
I'm a giant-
not good.
I'm squished under him,
No, you're just inside of its mandibles now. It's
like
pinning.
kind of standing-ish.
Yeah, it's standing up fine. You are like you're clamped in around your stomach, so it's holding you head pointed towards the sky, which not the correct angle for a polar bear.
Right.
Is there
Okay.
anything that Crunk or Lucian would want to do in any way on the outside? The dragon, the Bone Keeper, is going to kind of help you. He just growls, pushing out his emanating fear aura to try and help a bit.
The
And
Bone
then
Keeper?
This guy. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the spider begins to kind of loosen its grip on you a bit, but then the orc on the sidelines yells at it in orcish, and
What does he say?
it like bites on. He says, "Hold," and it like bites back down, staying. It rolled terribly, but he rolled really good animal handling to keep it going.
Oh, man. Okay.
Lucian, in that case, seeing as now interference is allowed, he is
Well,
going
I
to
mean-
shift.
It's not allowed. The orc just yelled at it, and the Bone Keeper did a thing that no one can fault him for. Just he was
No, no, no,
scary.
no. That guy has talked now. It's game on.
Oh, you can talk. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah. So he's gonna like shift his features into his like death look. And look over, because I guess the guy is kind of like directing his spider in ways.
For the most part, he's been silent, but he yells at it every once in a while when it needs correction.
All right, in that case, I'm gonna look at him and say, "What? Don't think it can do it on its own?" And go for an intimidate.
Okay. Fire away. He rolled an 18 plus whatever he would get. Sorry, he rolled really good. No, I think it can do just fine. But beasts tend to get distracted every once in a while.
That's it for me.
Oh, man. Okay, so meanwhile, as a bear, I'm trying to bite it again.
Okay, a 13 does not hit it. Again, you reach out and you like
still...
bite at that same spot where you already tore the hair out, and you just like your teeth slip off the sleek exoskeleton underneath.
Uh-huh.
And so it is going to kind of straighten up a bit, and it is going to begin to move you and push you towards the outside of the ring. And so it's actually going to essentially, because it's going to move at half speed while holding you, it's going to essentially just dash with its action to get its normal speed and just push towards the outside. So it makes 40 feet of movement from the center towards the outside. So he's still got 60 feet to go before he gets you to the outside.
Oh, and I suppose getting pushed outside would lose
Yeah.
the fight. So, all right, then gonna make a roll to try to get out from. What are you doing? Roll 20. To get out from under him.
Lucian, do you understand Draconic?
No.
No.
Sure don't.
Okay.
No.
What languages do you understand?
Common, infernal, mimic.
Okay.
The Bonekeeper leans down next to you and begins to speak different like single words that you don't understand until he happens upon Infernal. I do not take defeat well. I may do something, and you can hear he's more irritated than he was before. I might do something extreme. If this
Hold a moment.
orc demands my submission to him.
I think Denise can still do it. I have a feeling she has a transformation up her sleeve that none of us are expecting.
Very well. All right, Denise, you're up.
Okay, I'm in mandibles.
Yep.
I'm debating. I think I'm just gonna do. I have 60 more feet. I'm gonna try to bite him one more time. For 26.
That'll
I
hit.
actually
Yep.
managed
Deal
to do
damage.
it. What is my bite? I failed so many times I forgot what it is. Oh, I know I have all these things.
So,
Right.
not to make you feel discouraged, but you've currently done 12 damage.
Well, didn't I do 14 damage at first?
Yes, but it took half damage from the poison.
Oh.
So you're currently at a total of 12. Plus
Well, that's 12 more,
12, and then whatever the poison does.
which is only going to be 1.
1. So yeah, it's currently
Okay.
at 25 damage.
Whew. Okay, well, that was fun.
So it's going to now push you again. This time it's going to take the half movement, so it's only going to move 20 feet closer, and
Okay.
it's going to try and crush you some more while it
Okay,
pushes
good.
you.
I was waiting for that. Excellent.
Cocked, and that's a terrible roll. It deals 5 damage.
Well, shoot. I'm still a polar bear. Damn it. That was supposed to take me out of
It's your
polar
turn. And so you have 40 feet left before you get to the outside.
bear. Biting at him is boring, though.
You can do athletics to try and break out again. Yeah, athletics.
I need to do damage if I can, though. Okay, I'm going to try one more bite. And wait, you said he can move 60 feet?
He can move
No.
40 feet, but he's moving at half speed while he's pushing you. So if he dashed
only
his
40
next
feet
turn, there's only 40 feet left. So if he dashed next turn, he would get to the
Then,
outside.
No, I'm going to go. I'm just going to drop polar bear.
Okay.
Does that get me out of his grip because I go smaller?
Roll athletics at advantage.
Okay.
Because yeah, that would definitely make it easier. Suddenly becoming smaller. A 13, that's not good enough, and
15.
a 15, that might be good enough. Yes, it is exactly good enough.
Okay. So now I'm finally out of his hands. I was doing better with my quarterstaff. Are spells allowed? Do we? I
It's
guess we don't know
similar
that.
to Krunk's tribe of
Yeah,
if
they're
they
not going
tell
to.
you it's cheating, then it's cheating, and you'll only know once you do it. But generally, they mistrust magic.
I kind of figured. Well, I did real well with my quarterstaff in the beginning.
Well, that's partially
what
because
I'm
you
gonna-
used your major advantage and got to roll 2d10s damage.
Oh, that's true. Well, then I guess I'm gonna go. If I used my bonus action to drop polar bear,
Mhm.
and then I use my regular action, can I go giant eagle?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop from his hands, come up as a giant eagle, and then go up into the air high enough that I can go 80 feet flying. So I'm gonna go up like,
Okay. It's gonna get an opportunity
20?
attack on you,
yeah.
and it's gonna attempt to grapple you with that opportunity attack.
Of course it would.
Well, yeah, yeah. Please roll your new athletics against it, or acrobatics, whichever one is better.
They're equal.
A
That's
one.
a crit fail.
Yeah, that's. Wait, no, you rolled a 1d2.
Wait,
That's
Thank
yeah, no.
God.
You
Oh,
need to roll.
thank goodness.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
no.
yeah, it's d20 actually.
thanks for catching that.
That's still
Still
a
much better.
4, so total of a
wait.
7.
I think do I have one more advantage?
Please,
You guys
please
are
do better
saving
than
my-
this.
Yep, I have one left.
Please.
Please.
You need to do
Please.
a 17.
9.
No.
I can't roll
Then
for
you
crap
have no
tonight.
major advantages left, right?
That was my last advantage of anything.
Oh.
That was all of my advantages.
So as you transform into this eagle, or what is it?
yeah, I was going giant eagle.
It reaches up with its mandibles and one of its legs and wraps them around one of your wings and yanks you down to the ground. And is going to try and crush your wing.
Of course he is.
Dealing what's that? 11 damage.
Whew.
I don't imagine that
Okay.
giant eagles are as tough as polar bears.
Nope, they sure aren't.
All right, it's you.
Okay, so restrained again. So much for getting away from him. But if he's holding on to my wing, my
Yes.
talons and beak should both be free.
Yes.
So here's hoping. Mother. No.
An 8 will not hit him. You have just been rolling terribly. There.
22.
22. Yes, that will hit him.
Finally.
That's what the talons.
You've just not been rolling good today.
I sure have not been.
Ah.
But that's 13 damage. And 5
Okay.
poison. So that's 2 whatever poison
Yep.
damage.
You're getting there, but I mean, you've dealt him a lot less damage than he dealt to the polar bear.
Yep. I don't know.
So does the spider flinch at all or anything to that?
Yeah, it does. It's slash at actually, yeah. Yeah, it's cut up. And you see that not this turn, but next time you strike at it, if you're striking with talons, you might be able to take another leg.
Okay.
On this turn, it is going to crawl onto you and begin to web you up.
Ooh.
So
Yep.
what Lucian's gonna do when it like rears back like that is he's gonna make a attempt to intimidate that guy again. You're going to lose your best pet. We can do this all day.
I think I'm in a fairly strong position.
Oh, no intimidate check.
No,
All right,
you
come
can
on.
fire. No, do it. But that's 16. He's just about on par with you. So he's I think I've got this. So at this position, he feels that he's strong. If at any point things lean more in Denise's favor, then you might be able to push that. But
Okay.
currently, he sees no way that he's going to lose. And so it's going to be able to try and web you up. Please roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yes, sorry, Denise. It doesn't
Well-
just jump out of the field and start webbing up Lucian.
That's a 17.
Yeah, so you continue like to move and flap at it and prevent it from putting web on you, so you waste its turn. So it is your turn now.
Okay. And does it still have me grappled?
It does.
Okay. I think I can still do multi-attack, which was the point of this. So okay, so the beak is a 19.
That'll hit, yeah.
1d6 plus 3 poison. I need to macro these, yo. Okay, so that's 8 damage for the beak.
Okay.
And then with my talons, that's a 21.
That'll hit, yeah.
And then for damage, that's 6 damage for that, and then another 1 for poison.
Okay. Because you struck quite weakly with your talons, they have potential for a lot more damage. You don't manage to tear off a leg this turn. If you manage to get like a grievous wound with the talons, then that'll tear some off. Although you're starting to actually get to its health now.
Okay.
And so it is now going to try to drag you. It's a bit harder because you're a bit of a more awkward creature to drag, but it's going to try and push you to the outside. If it is unresisted, it will succeed. So please roll a strength save against its strength save to combat it.
Okay.
It rolled poorly. And you rolled even more poorly with an 8. Oh, come on. It rolled a 10. Oh.
The dice hate me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It drags you out and flips you over, laying on your back right outside of the ring.
Oof. Well, that was fun.
And because the creature is used to doing this, it begins to like kind of bite onto your wing, but the orc tells it to stop. All right.
Well,
So, and he tries to keep the Bone Keeper out of this conversation because he's kind of afraid of where it might go. But he turns to Lucian and Denise and Crunk. So, you know how these things are supposed to go, right? You know what happens to the loser?
Do I?
I mean, if it were a fight in your clan, the loser is not the boss anymore and has to submit to the other person at the very minimum.
Hmm.
How are we going to do this? Anyone?
Double or nothing.
double or nothing? What are you doubling?
No, I'm not submitting to this guy.
No.
Do you... So you enter the fight and
I didn't enter the fight. The dragon entered the fight.
would take the benefit, but do not accept the risk? Speak, one of you. What is going on? I've put my beast at risk. Speak.
Well, okay, we've done it your way. Why don't we do it my way this time?
I won.
You are afraid then. Okay, I see.
That
What is going on?
one, disappointing. Two, well, we do need to find a way around this now.
Are you cowards that wouldn't take the cost of your loss? I'm trying to be reasonable with you. I don't expect things to go the same when a dragon is involved, but I expect something.
What do you
Who
want?
is talking right now? Bonekeeper or the?
Sorry, the orc.
This is the orc.
Because he
Oh,
won,
okay.
and he's like, I know stuff's not gonna go the same because there's a dragon involved, but I won. And normally that means he's my subordinate now. I know that things are a little iffy when a dragon's involved,
Yeah,
but
that's
something.
not gonna happen.
I won. My
Okay.
creature has suffered permanent injuries for this fight. I won.
Well,
Okay, you won. And what do you want for it?
If we were following the normal rules, the dragon would become a clansman and be under me. I don't expect that,
Good luck.
so I would expect one of you.
All right. And that will last for all of a few more days. Until the army gets here, anyway.
What does it mean to be a clansman for you?
You're a citizen. You are submitted to my rule.
So, like, how Krunk is our leader?
You know who I am, right?
No.
I'm like
Ah.
the whatever the thing is I'm
Yeah.
wearing. I don't remember, like the big necklace. Like I am chieftain of every other tribe of the lands.
And I am chieftain of the only tribes that matter.
Again, for the next few days.
For the next few days.
Or have you not heard?
We've dealt with the cities before. We'll do it again.
Lucian wants to get a look at the rest of the tribe. What is their take on that? Do they know what's going on?
They're currently not afraid, although that might just be masked by, like, that they just won against a
But
dragon.
are they confused by what Lucian's talking about?
Not particularly. But more than anything, they don't particularly seem to be listening.
How about this? I have idea. War is coming to the plains. We are uniting the plains to protect them. We have already amassed an army. We came here in the hopes that you would join us. We came here in such a way that honored your way. We would still ask that you join our fight.
And if
Perhaps-
I say no, what will you do? How would you honor our agreements, our traditions,
What do you value?
our beasts?
A beast, you say? We can make you a beast.
Unlike any other beast you have ever seen.
One of a kind.
I would invite you to come to our castle and see for yourself what we are building.
I will only accept as an ally. We will not submit to you, for I have won.
Agreed.
And consider the beast will make for you the payment. And we could negotiate further as equals.
Yes.
Also, do you have anything like a plaza around here?
We use no structure.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Could I get any kind of acknowledgement from the dragon?
Feel like you are pushing your luck.
Bonekeeper,
Yes.
congratulate him, perhaps.
Small man. I would congratulate you. Your beast has proved its value. I would wish to buy it. I shall give you whatever gold you desire in exchange for it.
Oh no, he's gonna melt it.
I would not trade the beast for anything less than its weight.
Plus or minus the missing leg. Plus then, right.
Yes. Start reaching in the bag.
Yeah, just start heaping gold.
Here you go. There you go. 1 bar. 2 bars. You might want to get some friends.
Yes, you're going to need help with this.
3 bars.
Do you want us to keep doing this, or should we do it later? I mean, as
We
you
can
can
do this
see.
later. We can handle this.
Right now.
No,
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
All right.
And he
Four
whistles,
bars.
and 2 dire elephants come over to carry the gold.
The gold away.
So you pay for it, and
Yep.
the bone keeper looks at the creature, inspects it, then rears his head back and blasts
Yes,
it with
come.
acid, destroying the grass in the immediate area, just blasting it with such pressure that you would imagine that even if it was water, it might just strip the flesh out of it. And then
Oops.
collects up the exoskeleton and flies away.
Mm,
He's not happy.
no, he's not.
Sorry, guys.
The orc is looking at you. He's a bit horrified.
And he's our friend. Hmm.
Yeah.
And hopefully so shall you be.
He bought it,
We-
so it's his right, but it's a waste.
Oh, utterly.
We like to think we
Well
have
then.
powerful allies.
Hmm.
We hope you will prove one.
We will be there.
Good. And we should do this again. It was fun. Don't
We
you
should
think?
do this our way. I want to do this our way next time.
Ooh, a 2 out of 3, perhaps. That's interesting.
He kind of looks at you with a bit of disgust. walks over to his rock and gets on.
That's what I thought.
All right, and so that is the end of the session. You guys have, in some way or another, made allies with all three of the major clans and are ready to take the cities on. Remind me, what was the magician, the sorcerer you'd heard of? Is it
Started with an A.
Yep.
That is
Brooks does not remember any.
Wow.
Arcale.
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 When you speak to the keeper about him, the keeper has never heard of him, and that is notable. You cannot find trace of him in any history or any political circles or anything, but has recently arrived and appears to be a very powerful sorcerer.
Oh dear.
Interesting.
Kill him first. Got it.
Yeah. All right. So, this has been the Mimic Knights. A little bit different than usual, but yeah. So, who are you guys, and where can people find more stuff that you do while I look up who we're going to do a raid for? Capjack.
Hey everybody, I'm Capjack, or at Captain J Cross on Twitter. You can find me all over the place here on Welcome to the Party. I'm, of course, in the 2nd, 4th, and 5th Tuesday night game of Mimic Knights here, as well as the alternating Thursday games of Shadowrun, run by Shogun here, and our Pokemon 5th edition game, which has been taken to being called the Pokebastards. Because, yeah, we're terrible, terrible people to Pokemon in the surrounding worlds. And our poor DM. We torture him. It's wonderful. And
He
then
likes it.
he does. And then on Fridays, I'm in a game of the Dragon Heist with Dan Rand here. And yeah, so come and check us out. Not this Friday night though, because I'm at a wedding.
Yay, weddings.
Yay, weddings.
Instead of checking that out on Friday night, you can check out me because I will be DMing over on the Thread Raiders channel for Extra Life. And I am leading a one-shot, including our very own Throck. Woo! He's going to come play with me for the first time ever. We keep trying to make it work, and schedules suck. So he and Sam, who is on Beholder's Eye with me, which is a podcast you should go check out because it's awesome. And Solara is my monk, which is why I was cheering for the monk at the beginning because I love them. Anyway, so you can check that out every Monday. But Sam from that is going to be joining me. And then I also have Kyle from the M Word Pod. And I have Miss Misery, who does her own streaming, and she's around Twitch's various places. And who else am I having? Oh, Devin of Nowhere Nerds podcast. So it's a big mix of my friends that either I just wanted them to come play because they're awesome, or I wanted to play with them and haven't played with them ever. So this will be a lot of fun, and that's 7:30 to 11 Central Time over on Thread Raiders on Friday. Otherwise, you can also check me out at Service Desk Podcast. It's my beginner tech kind of thing where you can come listen to me and Andrew chat about things tech.
Sweet.
Is that everything? Oh, and I'm Mets Girl on the Twitters. San.
Hello. Hi, I am Dan Rand, and I'm on every Friday night on the Dragon Heist with Capjack. But I guess not Friday night. We're not playing a game Friday night, or just...
I don't think so, question mark?
I'll plan though. Anyway, every other Friday other than that one. And then, yeah, every 2nd, 4th, and 5th Tuesday here with the Mimic Knights. And Twitter at Thanrand, Instagram at Thanrand, Thanrand on the internet. You can add me on Steam and play games with me, too.
Ooh,
It's Thanrand.
I might do that.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Sweet. And I am Shogun on Twitter. I'm Shogun117. I run the Mimic Nights, which is every 2nd, 4th, and 5th the rare 5th Tuesday of each month, which is today, I run Shadowrun, which is every other Thursday, and I play in the Pokemon game that runs every Thursday that Shadowrun is not going. Yeah, and that's it. I also dropped a link in the chat for the website that me and my wife have, where she has her webcomic that is based on the Shadowrun, or is set in the Shadowrun universe. Yeah.
Good stuff, yo.
Yeah. It might not seem like it, but we are actually sort of approaching the end section / halfway point in this game. I'm super excited for what's going up next. As long as everything holds together and works, we will have a guest on next time we play, the 13th. Okay. And we're going to have this whole big war go off. I'm super excited. I've got tons of stuff I've got some really fun set pieces for you guys. I'm very excited.
Yay.
So, yeah, and we're going to be...
Wait.
What's that?
I said I can't wait.
Yeah. And we're going to be rating We Are Nerdsmith in a couple seconds. And yeah, so yeah, see you all later. 2 Tuesdays from today, we'll be running again. See you then.
The war.
The war. Bye.
Bye. And we're gone.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta hit the bathroom. Sorry, guys.